What if the only thing standing between you and everything you've ever wanted was a tiny whisper inside your mind? Not a roar, not a shout, just a soft, familiar voice. A voice that questions you when you feel ready. A voice that plants seeds of fear when you're about to step forward. That whisper, that doubt, it doesn't come with alarms. It doesn't come with flashing lights. It slips in quietly when you're alone with your dreams. When you dare to think, maybe I can. That's when it strikes and asks, but what if you can't? Doubt is a thief dressed in silence. It doesn't break down the door. It doesn't force itself in. It waits. It watches. It finds the smallest crack in your confidence and makes itself at home. And once it's there, it builds walls around your mind. Walls that tell you to settle, to back down, to give up before you even start. It tells you that someone else is better, that you are not ready, that maybe you're too late. It doesn't need to shout because it knows, deep down, too many people will believe a whisper over the roaring truth inside their hearts. But here's something doubt will never tell you. You are not broken. You are not incapable. You are not unworthy. Doubt wants you to believe that you must be perfect to start. It wants you to think that your mistakes define you. It feeds off the moments when you hesitate, when you second-guess yourself, when you let fear set the rules. You have dreams because you are capable of living them. You have ideas because you are meant to bring them to life. You feel that fire because it was never meant to die. But doubt is the cold hand that tries to smother it. And every time you listen to it, every time you let it take the lead, a part of your dreams dim. A part of your spirit shrinks. Maybe you've been there before. Maybe you felt the weight of doubt pressing down on you, making you question if you're really cut out for the life you imagine. Maybe you've started to believe that voice inside, the one that tells you it's safer to stay small, to stay silent, to stay still. But listen closely, because this is the truth that doubt doesn't want you to hear. The whisper of fear only has power when you stop moving. Doubt only wins if you stand still. Doubt only grows if you feed it with your inaction. If you've ever felt like giving up because you doubted yourself, know this: you are standing on the edge of something extraordinary. And that's exactly why doubt is fighting so hard to hold you back. Because when you move, when you act, when you believe even a little more in yourself than in your fears, you destroy its power. Right now, you have a choice. You can listen to the whisper that tells you you're not ready. Or you can choose to hear the roar of your own potential rising inside you. The life you dream of, the success, the fulfillment, the impact, it's not found in a life without fear. It's found in a life where you hear the doubt and still move forward anyway. Stay with this journey until the end, because if you do, you will uncover something deeper than motivation. You will unlock a truth about yourself so powerful, it will make doubt seem like a forgotten voice from a distant past. A truth that will change how you move through every challenge, every fear, every dream you dare to chase. You are closer than you think, and the only thing you have to kill is the doubt that says you can't. Doubt doesn't come from your truth. It isn't the voice of your potential. It isn't some wise warning meant to protect you. Doubt is born from fear, and fear is a liar. It grows from old wounds you thought you healed, from memories of the moments you fell short, from the times you reached for something and didn't get it. It gathers every failure, every mistake, every painful lesson, and uses them like weapons to keep you small. But here's the thing: doubt uses your past to trap your future. It tries to convince you that who you were is all you can ever be. It builds its case on every stumble, every scar, every hesitation. It points to your broken moments and says, see, you can't do this. And if you're not careful, you start to believe it. You start carrying those old failures like a heavy chain around your neck. You start second-guessing every dream, every opportunity, every risk. Not because you're incapable, but because you've been tricked into thinking your past defines you. But the truth is simple. Failure does not mean you are a failure. Struggle does not mean you are weak. Doubt screams the loudest right before a breakthrough. It wraps its hands around your mind right before you rise. Because deep down, your mind is afraid of change. It clings to the familiar, even when the familiar is broken. It fears the unknown, even when the unknown holds your greatest victories. Understand this: doubt was never meant to be your compass. It was never meant to guide your steps. Doubt is simply a shadow, a reflection of fears that are no longer real. It's the old you fighting to survive when the new you is trying to be born. You were not created to live trapped by invisible walls. You are not meant to stand on the sidelines of your own life. You are here to build, to create, to push past every limit you thought you had. And every time you listen to doubt, you trade a piece of your future for a moment of false safety. You trade growth for comfort. You trade your destiny for temporary relief. But comfort never made history. Comfort never built greatness. Comfort never ignited revolutions. Inside you, there is a force far stronger than the whispers of doubt. A force that knows the risk is worth it. A force that knows failure isn't final. It's fuel. A force that understands you are far more capable than you have ever been led to believe. You are not here to tiptoe through life hoping to avoid failure. You are here to crash through walls that doubt told you were unbreakable. You are here to prove to yourself that your spirit was never fragile. It was only waiting for permission to fight back. Every dream that keeps you awake at night, every goal that lights a fire in your chest, every vision that refuses to die even when the world tells you it's impossible, they are not random. They are yours for a reason. They are your proof that greatness is already coded inside you. But dreams demand a price, and the first price is killing the doubt that says you can't. When you rise above it, when you move even while your hands shake, when you speak even when your voice cracks, when you step forward even with fear in your chest, something shifts. Doubt loses its grip. Fear shrinks. Your mind rewires itself to recognize a new truth: you are stronger than the obstacles you fear. The most dangerous thing you could ever do is wait until you feel ready. You will wait your entire life. Readiness isn't a feeling. Readiness is a decision. It's a line you draw inside yourself where you say, enough. Enough of waiting. Enough of doubting. Enough of handing over my dreams to fear. The power you seek isn't out there somewhere in the future. It's already inside you. It's in the choice you make right now. In the step you take while the voice of doubt still lingers. In the fight you choose even when winning feels 1,000 miles away. Doubt was never meant to be your master. Doubt was only ever meant to be the evidence that you are standing at the door of something greater. And the only question left is this: will you let that whisper steal another moment of your life? Or will you rise, even trembling, and take what is already yours? The future belongs to those who kill the doubt before it kills their dreams. Choose wisely. Every second you doubt yourself, you hand over your power to fear. Every moment you hesitate, you plant the seeds of regret that will grow louder with time. Doubt doesn't just slow you down, it robs you of the life you were meant to live. It convinces you to play small when you were born to be unstoppable. It convinces you to settle when your soul is screaming for more. You weren't given dreams just to watch them die in the quiet corners of hesitation. You weren't given passion just to bury it under the weight of second-guessing yourself. You were given a fire inside you for a reason, because there is something in this world that only you can do, and doubt is terrified of you remembering that. You have to see it for what it really is. Doubt is the enemy of growth. It is the voice that tells you it's safer to stay where it's familiar. It's safer to keep your head down. It's safer to dream small. But safety is a slow death. Safety is a silent surrender. Every time you choose safety over growth, a piece of you fades. The truth is, you will never truly escape fear. You will never fully eliminate doubt, but you can starve it. You can refuse to feed it with your energy, your focus, your time, because while doubt is loud, action is louder. While fear paralyzes, movement breaks chains. While hesitation builds walls, decision tears them down. If you want to kill the doubt, you have to stop waiting for perfect conditions. They will never come. Stop waiting for permission. You already have it. Stop waiting to feel fearless. Courage isn't about being fearless. It's about moving even when fear claws at your throat. You have to understand that doubt thrives in silence. It thrives when you pause too long, think too long, sit too long. It thrives when you replay the worst-case scenarios instead of focusing on what's possible. It thrives when you let the small failures become big fears in your mind. The only antidote to doubt is action. Action doesn't have to be massive. It just has to be real. One decision, one step, one brave move in the direction of your dreams. Because once you start moving, the voice of doubt gets drowned out by the sound of your own courage rising. You don't need to see the whole path. You don't need to have every answer. You just need to trust that each small step forward chips away at the power fear holds over you. You just need to believe that motion itself is a declaration that says, I will not be ruled by doubt. Every great story ever written, every success ever achieved, every dream ever realized began with a single moment of defiance, a single decision to move forward even when it was easier to stand still. That same power lives in you right now, not tomorrow, not someday, right now. The world you want, the life you imagine, the future you dream about. They are not waiting for a more confident version of you. They are waiting for the you who is willing to move anyway. The you who knows that perfection is an illusion. The you who understands that greatness is built not in giant leaps, but in small steps taken over and over again in the face of fear. You are not your doubts. You are not your past mistakes. You are not the fearful voice whispering in your mind. You are the fire that refuses to die. You are the dream that keeps burning even when the world tries to smother it. You are the force that doubt fears. And the moment you stop listening to the lies of fear, the moment you start moving without apology, without hesitation, without permission, that is the moment you reclaim your life. Doubt has stolen enough from you already. It has taken enough time, enough dreams, enough peace. It doesn't get another second. It doesn't get another chance. You have everything you need already inside you. Strength, courage, power, resilience, belief. It's not something you find, it's something you unleash. And you unleash it by moving, by acting, by deciding that you are no longer available for the life that doubt has tried to trap you in. You are not here to survive. You are here to thrive. You are not here to exist. You are here to create, to build, to lead, to conquer. You are not here to wonder what could have been. You are here to live a life so full, so fearless, that doubt itself will one day whisper, I never stood a chance. Rise, move, fight. The dream is yours. The time is now. You are closer than you think. Closer to the life you've imagined. Closer to the strength you've doubted. Closer to the breakthrough that fear has tried to hide from you. But you will never touch it if you keep waiting to feel ready. You will never reach it if you keep giving doubt a seat at the table. There is a version of you that already knows how powerful you are. A version of you that moves without needing to have every answer. A version of you that sees the fear, hears the doubt, and still chooses to push forward. That version isn't found through more thinking. That version isn't born through waiting. That version of you is forged in action, in courage, in the decision to stand up even when your knees shake. Because here's the truth no one tells you, doubt doesn't leave first. Action comes first. Courage comes first. Progress comes first, and as you move, doubt falls behind. Fear loses its grip. Hesitation weakens. Every bold step you take reminds your mind who is really in control. You do not need to fight doubt by arguing with it. You defeat it by refusing to obey it. You silence it by making moves so loud, so powerful, so relentless, that its voice gets drowned out by the sound of your own momentum. You have waited long enough. You have thought about it long enough. You have replayed the risks, the fears, the possibilities long enough. Now it's time to move. Because when you move, you prove to yourself that you are not the same person fear tried to define. You are not the same person who was afraid to dream bigger, to live louder, to stand taller. When you act, you don't just kill the doubt, you build a new identity. Every decision to step forward becomes proof that you are capable. Every brave move becomes evidence that you are stronger than the lies you once believed. And the more you act, the more the story changes. No longer the story of someone held back by fear, but the story of someone who looked fear in the eye and kept walking. Someone who heard the whisper of doubt and answered with action. Someone who felt the weight of uncertainty and chose to rise anyway. This is the story you are writing right now. With every choice, with every step, with every second, you refuse to let fear make decisions for you. This is the story that will echo long after today. The story of a life fully lived, fully fought for, fully owned. No one will hand it to you. No one will give you the confidence you seek. No one can kill your doubt for you. That is your battle, and that is your victory to claim. Because the moment you decide you are done letting fear call the shots, the moment you decide you are done living half alive, is the moment you step into the life that has been, waiting for you all along. There is no magic moment. There is only now. There is only the decision you make right here, right now, to stop waiting, to stop doubting, to stop shrinking, to stop handing over your life to a voice that was never meant to lead you. You are the fire, you are the force, you are the storm that fear never saw coming, and every step you take forward is a strike against the walls that tried to keep you contained. Move before you're ready, speak before you're sure, try before you feel perfect. Because perfection is not the prize, progress is, growth is, strength is. The life you crave isn't waiting for a perfect version of you to appear. It's waiting for the real you, the bold you, to finally show up. The door to your destiny is unlocked. It has been from the start. The only thing that needs to change is whether you are willing to walk through it, even with the echoes of doubt still ringing in your ears. Walk through it anyway. Leap even if your legs tremble. Speak even if your voice shakes. Start even if your hands are still shaking. That's how warriors are made. That's how legacies are built. That's how dreams are realized. The life you want isn't just possible, it's already yours. It's just waiting for you to claim it. Move forward. Move boldly. Move now. Because the only thing standing between the life you dream of and the life you settle for is the doubt you are ready to kill today. There will be moments when the doubt roars louder than ever. Moments when the weight of uncertainty feels too heavy to carry. Moments when the world feels like it's pushing back harder than you can push forward. But understand this, those moments are not the end. They are the beginning of something greater. Pressure is not there to break you. It is there to shape you, to forge you into someone who can hold the dreams you are chasing. Every great life is built under pressure. Every strong soul is crafted in fire. You are not being punished by your struggles. You are being prepared. Prepared to handle the weight of the victory you say you want. Prepared to rise higher than you thought possible. Prepared to become someone even your fear never saw coming. This is why you must not give up when it gets hard. Hard is not the signal to stop. Hard is the signal to dig deeper, to find out what you are really made of, to discover the reserves of strength that can only be accessed when everything comfortable is stripped away. You cannot grow in comfort. You cannot conquer in safety. You cannot become who you are meant to be by running from the battles that are calling you forward. The pain you fear is temporary, but the power you gain by facing it head-on lasts forever. Every second you keep moving when your mind screams to quit, you are rewriting the code of who you are. Every moment you choose courage over comfort, you are carving a new identity, one built not on fear but on unstoppable force. You are teaching yourself that no matter what rises against you, nothing can break what refuses to bow. And you are not alone in this. Every champion you admire, every story that inspires you, every legend that seems untouchable, they were all built the same way. Not by never feeling doubt, not by never facing fear, but by choosing again and again not to let those feelings decide their fate. It is not your fear that matters. It is not your doubt that defines you. It is your decision to rise in spite of them. It is your relentless choice to keep stepping forward even when everything inside you screams to turn back. You already have the heart of a fighter. You already have the spirit of a warrior. You already have the soul of someone destined for more. What remains is the decision to trust that truth more than the lies doubt tries to sell you. When you feel the fear rise, when the doubts come crashing back, do not shrink. Do not run, stand taller, breathe deeper, move anyway. Because every time you do, you rob doubt of its power and you reclaim a piece of your destiny. There is no shortcut through this. There is no easy road to greatness. But there is a road, and it is walked by those who are willing to feel the fear and move anyway. Those who are willing to fail forward. Those who understand that failure is not falling down, failure is refusing to get up. You will stumble, you will doubt, you will hurt, but you will also rise. You will also grow, you will also win. Because the only true defeat is quitting, and you are not here to quit, you are here to conquer. You are here to become everything you were created to be. So when the storm rages inside your mind, when doubt screams that you are not enough, answer back with action. Answer back with boldness. Answer back with unshakable belief that no matter how long the road, no matter how heavy the climb, you are built to endure it. You are built to overcome it. You are built to win. This is your moment. Not someday, not when you feel ready. Now, this breath, this step, this decision. Kill the doubt. Starve the fear. Move with everything you have, even if all you have right now is the courage to take one more step, because one more step becomes 2, 2 become 10, 10 become a lifetime of strength stacked one brave decision at a time. You are not fragile, you are not weak, you are not broken, you are rising, you are building. You are proving to yourself that you are more powerful than every excuse, every delay, every doubt that ever stood in your way. And when you look back, when you see the road you walked, the battles you fought, the victories you earned, you will not remember the fear. You will not remember the hesitation. You will remember the fire you found inside you, the fire that refused to die, the fire that said, "This is my life, and I will live it without apology." Now is your time. Now is your fight. Now is your victory waiting to be claimed. Rise, move, own it. The world is waiting for the moment you finally realize you were never meant to live in doubt. You were meant to live in power. You are standing at the edge of who you are and who you could become. And the only thing between the two is a choice. A choice to stop doubting your worth. A choice to stop waiting for someone to save you. A choice to stop letting fear dictate how big you dream. This is not about chances. This is about choices. Because the life you crave will not come looking for you. You must decide that you will be the one to rise. You must decide that you will be the one who refuses to back down when it gets hard. You must decide that no matter how long it takes, no matter how many times you fall, you will keep standing up, stronger, louder, and more determined than ever. The difference between the life you have and the life you want isn't luck. It's not timing. It's not some magical moment when everything feels easy. It's commitment. It's the unbreakable decision that says, I will not live small, I will not live quiet, I will not live trapped by the chains of my own fear. And yes, it will be hard. Yes, it will demand more from you than you thought you could give. Yes, there will be nights when doubt comes roaring back, whispering that you're too late, too broken, too small to matter. But that voice is a liar. It has always been a liar. Because deep inside you there is something stronger than any fear. There is a fight that will not be extinguished. There is a spirit that refuses to be conquered. Every time you rise, you show the world what resilience looks like. Every time you move forward when your mind begs you to quit, you are writing a legacy of unshakable power. A legacy that will outlive the pain. A legacy that will speak louder than the doubts ever could. You are not chasing a dream. You are becoming the kind of person who can hold it. You are building the strength, the courage, the discipline, the fire it takes to carry something bigger than yourself. That is why the journey is hard. That is why the pressure feels heavy. Because you are not just changing your life. You are changing everything you ever thought you were capable of. And once you taste that strength, once you realize how much power has been sleeping inside you all along, you will never go back to playing small. You will never again be satisfied with half steps and half dreams. You will demand more from yourself because you will know what you are truly made of. This is your moment to demand more. More belief, more hunger, more action, more relentless pursuit of the life that sets your soul on fire. No one is going to hand it to you. No one is going to build it for you. It will be built by your hands, your will, your refusal to accept anything less than everything you deserve. There is no secret path, no shortcut. There is only you, deciding that you will not let another day pass without giving everything you have to the life you were born to live. Every second wasted in doubt is a second stolen from your future. Every hesitation is a chain you wrap around your own potential. Break free. Tear it all down. Shatter the limits you once believed were real. They were never real. They were only built from fear. And fear has no place in the life you are creating. You were not put here to blend in. You were not put here to live on the sidelines. You were put here to create, to lead, to inspire, to overcome. You were put here to live so loudly that your life becomes a beacon for everyone still trapped by their own fear. But it starts now, with you, with a choice to be the one who refuses to let doubt have the final word, a choice to be the one who looks fear in the face and moves forward anyway, a choice to be the one who writes a story worth remembering. The fire inside you is not asking for permission. It is demanding to be unleashed. It is begging you to stop hiding, to stop waiting, to stop pretending that playing small is noble. It is not. Playing small is betrayal of the gifts you were given, betrayal of the purpose you were born for. You know this. Deep down you know. That's why the dream won't leave you. That's why the desire keeps pulling at your soul. That's why, even in your darkest moments, there is still a spark that refuses to die. Fan that spark into a wildfire. Feed it with action. Fuel it with belief. Protect it with everything you have, because that fire will light the way forward when everything else goes dark. You are not your fear. You are not your past. You are not your doubt. You are the warrior who rises when it's hard. You are the builder of dreams no one else could see. You are the force that will not be stopped. Stand up. Step forward. Own the fire. The future you dream of is real, and it is waiting for you to kill the doubt once and for all. There will come a day when you no longer recognize the person you used to be, the one who hesitated, the one who doubted, the one who let fear sit in the driver's seat. That version of you will feel like a distant memory, a shadow left behind by the fire you chose to ignite. Because when you commit to killing doubt, when you choose to move even when every cell in your body screams for safety, you don't just change your life, you change who you are. You become undeniable, unstoppable, unbreakable. The walls that once looked impossible crumble beneath the weight of your persistence. The mountains that once felt too high shrink before the size of your courage. Every voice that said you couldn't, every thought that whispered you weren't enough, gets silenced under the roar of your own relentless action. You begin to realize that the world was never against you. The greatest battle was always within. It was the silent war inside your mind, the war between your dreams and your doubts, your faith and your fear, your destiny and your comfort zone. And every time you chose to move anyway, you tipped the scales toward your greatness. It is not easy. It was never supposed to be easy. Easy does not shape legends. Easy does not craft warriors. Easy does not make history. You are being called to something higher, something harder, something more meaningful. And that calling demands sacrifice. It demands discipline. It demands a fire so strong that even in your darkest hours, you refuse to let it die. You will have days when you feel tired. You will have days when you question why you even started. You will have days when giving up feels like the easier path. But those are the days that define you. Those are the days where most people break. But you are not most people. You are the exception. You are the outlier. You are the proof that ordinary people can do extraordinary things when they refuse to be ruled by doubt. So when your legs are heavy, when your heart is weary, when your mind is clouded with fear, you will remember why you started. You will remember the fire that pulled you out of the shadows. You will remember the vision of the life you said you would build. And you will keep going, not because it's easy, but because it's worth it. Everything you want exists on the other side of perseverance. Everything you dream about is waiting behind the walls of resistance that try to keep you small. But resistance is not a stop sign. It is a signal. It is proof that you are on the path worth walking. It is proof that you are stepping into the territory where few dare to go. Most people will live and die inside their comfort zones, wrapped in excuses, buried under dreams they were too scared to chase. But you were not born to be most people. You were born to live wide awake. You were born to make noise with your life. You were born to shatter the limits that others accepted as truth. And you have everything you need inside you right now, not someday. Not after you fix every flaw, not after you feel fearless. Now, in this moment, you have the strength. You have the fire. You have the power to choose a different ending to your story. It doesn't matter how many times you fell. It doesn't matter how long you believed the lies of doubt. It doesn't matter how far you feel from the life you dream about. What matters is that you rise. What matters is that you refuse to stay down. What matters is that you declare with every fiber of your being that doubt will no longer have a say in how your story ends. You are building something that will outlast the storms. You are creating a life that will inspire others to believe again. You are lighting a torch that will burn brighter than every fear that tried to extinguish it. And it all starts with a decision so powerful that nothing can shake it. Decide to kill the doubt. Decide to rise. Decide that the life you want is non-negotiable. Because once you make that decision, the universe moves, opportunities appear, strength multiplies, doors open. Not because life suddenly got easier, but because you finally got serious. And when you reach the other side, when you taste the victory born from pain, when you stand on the ground you once only dreamed about, you will understand that it was never the absence of fear that brought you here. It was your refusal to be ruled by it. It was your decision to bet on yourself when it would have been easier to quit. It was your courage to act when everything inside you wanted to hide. You are the storm. You are the force. You are the one who rewrites the rules. Keep moving. Keep fighting. Keep believing. The world needs the fire you are about to unleash. Your future is not written in fear. It is written in fire, in strength, in unshakable belief. And it starts right now.